Hello everybody, welcome to the Week 5 game in Super League. We've got Andy Davo in blue receiving versus Diomed in red. Presumably Davo won the toss. This is the situation. Davo's bottom of the league, whatever happens. If Diomed draws, he will qualify because he has the head-to-head against K-Fog. So Diomed just needs a draw from this game, has to not lose. If he wins the game, he can potentially win the group. So, you know, I think he'd probably want to win as well. Olivier Delac won Group A and Bright was second in Group A. Bright with Undead, Olivier with Wood Elves, and there's an instant blitz for Diomed. Oh dear. Burping uncontrollably, I do apologise, that's nothing much I can do about it. Ah, fantastic Cosme goal, that's great. Yes, it's funny, isn't it? Because I do think, you know, people should be proficient at them if they want to be. Like there's not like a talent limiter, is there? Do you know what I mean? Like not everybody can be as good at Magnus Carlsen as he is at chess, right? And not everyone can be as good at football as good as free kicks as Beckham was, right? But I think everybody should be able to be as good as K-Fog at one turning. I think it's pretty simple if you put in the effort, obviously. So if people want to, I think they could. It's a disastrous kick, isn't it? He's got the blue shiny ball, very nice. Whoever's got the ball, probably Davo. So yeah, can't really put pressure on here. Might not even do anything. He might not even do anything with this blitz. I don't think Davo has left his back door open. Hello, Dimmy. I think he's just going to pass the turn. I don't think he's even going to do anything here. I guess maybe blitz this zombie, but barely worth it. More or less, Pedro. Yeah. Oh, I think this is crazy. I think it was better off not doing anything, honestly. I preferred the not doing anything to this. Okay, well, he's got the push. So he can roll the POW now and move his wolf to safety. Oh. Okay, well, he gets a Kaz out of it. You do nothing. I think doing nothing was the correct play, but you know, obviously, this looks amazing now. Well, I guess the Wraith will come to here or something. Here, Wraith to here. No, I think Wraith to here was better than Ghoul to there. Honestly, I'd rather not expose the Ghoul. Cheeky Kaz, no regen. Outrageous play from Diomed there. His lone wolf. Nearly fully exposed, no rerolls available. I think that's why it took that long, right? Because I think he wasn't going to do anything. Oh, Davo's Kaz is back instantly. And regen fail on that as well. Wow. Wow. Hello, Dark Tommy? Tommy? There isn't really a calendar for them. There is a Discord. He is, isn't he, Dimmy? Yeah, he's incredible. There's a Discord there which has the... there's a couple of links and there's the Discord. So that's like... Basically, we're just in week 5 now, right? So this is the final game of the group stage. And then we will be having... I'll make a challenge for the group for the knockout stage. The knockout stage is going to be best 2 out of 3. Well, best 1.5. Best 2 out of 1 and best 2 out of what? 2.5. I don't know. Best 1.5 out of 2.5. Best of 2.5. That's what we called it, wasn't it? Vituk style. So it's potentially 2, but it could be 3 games. A full POW. Broken RNG, fake, manipulated RNG. doesn't have to anyone else but me. Oh dear me. Yeah. So I don't know if there'll be like a calendar. It's an idea, isn't it? It'd be. I should talk to Breaky T and work out how we could do something. Breaky T's the expert, and he did the spreadsheet for the World Cup and that. It would be nice to have a proper place. I should get my website, shouldn't I? The problem is I'm not in any condition to start making my website right now. It's weird because I was really happy, I was doing things, and then I was healthy, and now I've got unhealthy and not doing anything. So it's sad. Yeah. Well, hey. Yes, Pedro. I mean, well, a calendar would be good. It's an idea. I mean, definitely going to do the challenge. I'm definitely going to do the challenge. That's guaranteed. And then I'll put like when the matches are on my Discord. There's my Discord as well, right? So like, I do put when the matches are on in my Discord too. And then we'll have another season, and next like Chalice season, you know, like, you know, what was this season? Is this season 7 we're in now with the Norse? So like season 8 of Ladder, we'll do another Super League, and then season 9 of Ladder, we'll do another Super League as well. It's just the weather, I think. I think it's the cold is really bad for me. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Pedro. A rare non-joking comment from Pedro. I feel like everything you've ever said has been a piss take. Well, thank you very much. Oh, Sattertoad, what a legend.
Glorious. No, I won't give in until I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
It was a very good game as well, Doc. It was a very good game. Thank you very much, Satterfield. Do you know what, Satterfield? You know how you were called Sattertoad after the the Pokemon? Well, I was playing Palworld, and there's like a frog type pal in Palworld, so I called him Sattertoad as well. You'll be happy to know. Thank you very much, Satterfield. Staying fantastic for 83 glorious months. That is a long time, isn't it? I can't even work it out. Oh my god, the wolf. The wolf is coming round the back door. Hasn't even stood up his guys on the LOS. Is he going to stand them up? Glorious Sattertoad. Doesn't stand them up. Ooh, I think maybe he should have stood them up, right? I think maybe he should have, because you know, just to occupy them. The fact that he sent these two guys round the back, you know, in the backfield. The ghoul's got a 3+ dodge off here, so the ghoul is like guaranteed to be relevant. So this is pretty tricky for Davo. So I really like just, you know, standing these guys up just to eat actions, right? Like that wolf blitz would have necessitated a flesh golem or wraith block, which, you know, then they wouldn't be moving somewhere. So yeah, I think that probably a mistake from Diomed. I'm gonna go so far as to say mistake. The problem is, Pedro, it was just too far away. I just felt the ball was just too far away. I just didn't really consider going after the ball. I needed like threes and stuff. Maybe I should have done, right? Maybe I should have done. It just seemed too hard to me. I just thought be sensible and get my witch elf stabbed into death. In my defense, I thought, you know, he's Wood Elves and he's unlikely to do any more damage, so I just wanted numbers at that point, like that drive, turn one of the drive. Yeah, these do look nice. They look really nice, man. The good thing about Davo buying every kind of dice is he does get some good dice sometimes, doesn't he? They look beautiful, yeah. Wow. Yeah, see, like, so these two have both made the cage, right? These two players that would have been occupied. I guess maybe the wolf would have been hard because he had 2 guard on him. So basically, these two would have had to punch, and he would have had to dodge with the wolf. I think it was probably. It might have been worth it. Yep. I'm not saying I was right, but I'm also not saying I was wrong. I generally don't really like you so super consider those kind of things if it's a few dice. If it had been 2s, I would have done it, but it was probably 3s. I'm sure it was like 3s. I think if it was 2s, I would have probably done it, right? Maybe I should have done it anyway, though. Yeah, I mean, Sea Bros rolled all the 3s, didn't he? He didn't care at all. You know, it was a must-win game versus Olivier Delac. So maybe I really should have done even 3s to try and get through. Yeah, maybe. I could watch a replay of it and think about things. Yeah, a couple of 3s. I generally don't consider those things, but you know, you should consider them sometimes, right? Everything in Blood Bowl is do it sometimes. There's a lot of thinking to block with a zombie, which frees the fleshy and wraith. I kind of don't like that Davo didn't stand this guy up, because yeah, he could dodge off, but only 8 times out of 9. And if you get surfed, well, then he's not stopping your drive. I guess it's really early. Maybe he'd have just taken the surf. So maybe it was right not to stand up, actually. A lot of time down here for Diomed. Already a minute and a half into his time bank on turn 2. Must be practicing with Wenteros. Banter. You're gonna blitz the Wraith. The problem with blitzing the Wraith is if you fail and you just don't move at all, right? It's a killer. But like blitzing the Wraith is quite good because then that gets you the the 4th square in with the Flesh Golem. Oh, he's going to blitz with the Wolf now, isn't he? With that, because he can hit from here and he can only sidestep to where there's a guard. So yeah, he's blitzing with the Wolf. Today, Diomed. Well, he makes the rush first, so he has to punch him out. Interesting. Oh no, he's not blitzing with a wolf. Wow. Okay, he's just blitzing the fleshy. The wolf just standing behind. He is a scoring threat. Okay. Runs back. Maybe should have done that before the rush. I thought he was going to blitz him though, right? Because he would have sized up to there or there, and then he would have had another 2D on him. I felt like he was setting that up, but he wasn't. Would have been really nice to have put the wolf in there, except he'd just stepped forward with the guard and got the 2D. But then that might have still been good, right? Because he's got loads of stuff based. So if he's using 2 players just to punch, would have been tricky. Yep, So first thing, stand him up. Get him involved next turn, hopefully. It's either move him first or move him last and double rushing. Double rushing seems terrible, doesn't it? Way too risky, and don't want him to just not stand up as well. So. It's funny actually, just basing directly in front is quite good against the wolf, isn't it? Because he's gonna, you know, just even if he makes it a 2, it's a 2 into a 1. You just kind of can't hit him at all. And he's Rog. He does have guards here, so could maybe punch things up there a bit. Oh, 1 in 9. Gets the full pow. Yeah, Rogers are pretty annoying to punch, aren't they? Oh, unlucky Steve. Diced. It is hard to tell who's who, isn't it? Even with blue versus red, right? Like, which is the best thing you can have for readability. Does he not stand firm here? Yeah. It was into an uphill. Didn't matter. Ah, diced, Steve. Diced. Good evening, DK Max. Well, this is bad for Davo, isn't it? This is very, very bad. He is very much in a lot of a pickle. Oh my, he's in such a massive pickle, it's unbelievable. Because this flesh golem can push the wolf into the ghoul. So you can actually just push this ghoul. Insanely, he can push a player on a necro team. There is a chain push in a necro mirror. So there's also like he could blitz the wolf and then chain the ghoul there and stuff. Oh, that's really good, isn't it? His wolf could blitz the wolf here, push him to there, push it to that, chain him to there, chain him to there, and then he can like punch this way, can he? Or he could definitely punch this way anyway. And then probably punch that way. So, there's lots of things you can do. Yeah, I think he's doing what I just said there. I feel like this is quite nice. No, he's not. He's going to just... Because he's got the power, I guess. He'll do the push into wrestle, yeah. He'll do the chin into wrestle because he's got the... Because he rolled the power. But if he'd rolled the push, he could have done my funky chain. I like my funky chain. More than this, really. But yeah, 2D with wrestle, pretty good. The ways of the Delph. Me too. Oh! Does nothing. Well, it's a bit tragic, isn't it? It is classic. It is, yeah, he's still very much in a pickle. He is very much pickled. Now the question is, do you go here for a 2D? Or do you go there for the 2? Like, you know, each way it's a 2D. You could 1D with block. and then 2D without block here. You don't want to 1D, like it was as great as 1D'ing without block would be there. Okay, so he does neither of those things and goes around there for this 2D. Super interesting. I guess because he was thinking like the way out is through, like, you know, through here somehow. I feel like going in the back there or there was better, but who knows? I guess this way he got, you know, like the zombie back in front of the ball. Like having the zombie there is better than having a zombie here or here, right? So while I think making this hit or this hit was better than making this hit, he does get the zombie back, which is nice. And maybe this hit was better as well, like I don't know. Yeah, it's still mega pickle. It might just be dodge blitz, you know, run out to here. Yeah, I guess the danger is if you do this hit and he sidesteps to there, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Well done. Well done, Pedro. Oh my god, Wolf kills the ghoul. Oh man, 4 dice on the ball with wrestle results in a dead ghoul by the Wolf. That's bloodbowl. Fake manipulated RNG. Now Davo does the 1D, gets the full power on the flesh golem. Brilliant. Double full powers the wolf. Doesn't kill him, diced. There you go, this this jumbo pickle looks a lot less pickly now, doesn't it? This all of a sudden we've potatoed away in relative safety on turn 4. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You can get the ghoul out, can't you, in a 3+. Do you go for the 4+3+ wolf hit? Maybe, honestly. Maybe. He just gets there automatically, and then you go 4-3, 2 into 2. Don't hate it. Because this zombie, it's a really good square for the zombie here, right? Because the fleshy's got two guards on him. Oh, I guess he just stand this up, wouldn't he? And then it's 4, 5, 6 versus 5, so it's not so good. Doing it anyway. He does the safe. Does the safe move. But you know, if you can just make Davo score on like turn 7, right? He still gets a 2-turn, which gives him a chance. So obviously not sure that the 3+ from the ghoul and the 4-3 from the wolf is the best play, but I feel like those plays are the better plays proportionally to how much people take them, if you know what I mean. Like, I think people don't make those kind of plays enough. Not that they're always the best play, but I feel like even the best players don't make those plays as much as they probably should. Yeah, I mean, his 2-turn isn't great, but if he, like, that's worst case scenario, right? Like, he might get a 3 or 4 turn. Okay, he's not going to get a 4 turn, but he might get a 3 turn. If he makes a, if he puts the pressure on next turn, he might get a 3 turn chance. Well, Davo might just score this turn. Like, he might do, but I don't think he will. He does. So there you go. So he gets a 4 turn anyway. So the 4-3 was a terrible play. And there you go. So Diomed gets a 4 turn score back. And is likely to win 2-1. You would have to say. Davo's second wolf stays KO'd. Only has 10 players. Diomed, despite taking 2 cards, still has 11. So the 13 players having a positive impact for Diomed. Yeah, he has lost a ghoul, which hurts, but he's still got 2 very fast players. Okay, 1 very fast player and one pretty agile player. They've actually got the same, right? They've both got a ghoul and a wolf at the moment. But he only has to be 3 squares in to be in range, the wolf, so like he should be able to get him into range. They've both gone for the 1 wolf build, yeah. Oh, blessed statue of Nuffle. Pro. Is that pro for the whole match? I think it is, right? Yeah, rest of the match. That's pretty good, isn't it, getting pro? Maybe you should have given it to the wolf. Could greed hits and, kind of have dodge. Reroll his wolf blitz dodges. Interestingly, you give it the pro, I guess, for the pickup, right? I guess for the pickup right now. But I feel over the course of the game, you probably get more out of it on the wolf, just greeding hits constantly. That's the pickup. That's the hard part out of the way. So turn 5 to there, turn 6 to there, turn 7 to there, turn 8 in. So he's looking fine. He doesn't have to go for a handoff at the moment, right? Yeah. No need for a handoff. But what he does need to do is get some penetration versus Necro. Just a stun. A shitty stun. But it still helps, doesn't it? A stun does help. It's funny because, you should be happy about stuns, but people generally aren't. They're generally like, just a stun. Never lucky. But they should be happy. This is tricky, isn't it? This is tricky for Diomed. The stun there obviously can't do anything. This guy's stranded, tagged out. These two are over here. This is like, this guy's kind of abandoned. This guy can't really do a whole lot. So tricky. Yeah, so not blitzing of the wolf. Maybe you should have moved him first. Could be like a back cage corner. Keep him out of harm's way. Yeah, so yeah, he could have just moved them before you did the blitz, right? And there you go, he makes this blockless block. Re-rolls it because he wanted the Wraith involved. But abandoning two players essentially here. I guess at least the zombie's like tagging out a Wraith. There are worse players he could have been tagged by. Yeah, the Flesh Golem and the Wraith are both tagged out. I mean, like, maybe the Wraith will dodge at the end. But yeah, not terrible. Not great, not terrible. That was I can never remember the name of the you know, the nuclear power plant. Chernobyl, there you go, I remembered. Okay. The last two times I've said I can never remember it, I've remembered. Dio does go through in a draw. Yeah, Diomed just needs a draw. He will knock out Big Kev because he has the head-to-head versus K-Fog. So just needs the draw. Does Diomed draw for second place, win for first place? loss for out. Doesn't want to lose. Losing, not a good result for him here. Yeah, these black and green dice are lovely, aren't they? Not so good the actual block dice, but the D6s are beautiful. Deanne loved that. Oh my god. He was brilliant. It was like Space Cadet. No offense to Space Cadet, but oh my god, watching that, he was like Space Cadet. I can just imagine Space Cadet like, there isn't graphite on the roof, there can't be. Oh my god. Incredible. Incredible. This is rough. This is turn 7, so he has to get the ghoul forward and in range. He has to be screening him with probably this wraith and this wolf, and he can free them actually. So, and he can free this guy as well. So he should be kind of all right, shouldn't he? Yeah. Oh my god, the black and green dice. Wait, have they both got black and green dice? Or was it because it was his armor? If he goes there, he can punch here, but then you need a power to free him, wouldn't he? But then he could dodge, but then, oh, it's all a bit dodgy, isn't it? He do need space back in BV. It's Space's fault that I played Battle Brothers, you know. He played a bit of Battle Brothers, and eventually I was convinced to play it. What a great game. Protecting the ball is super easy. Oh, I love Battle Brothers. I need to play it more. You could dodge this one, yeah. I was going to say you could dodge that one, because the fail is like you lose less, right? If you fail this, it's not doing a whole lot there, is he? Basing this zombie, so failing that is fine. Failing this one kind of sucks because you're basically freeing the flesh golem if you fail this. Oh, well, I mean, you're freeing it whatever happens, right? But if you fail it, you're freeing him and you're not standing anywhere. Punches the wraith closer. I only ever played XCOM Iron Man. I was actually brilliant at XCOM 1, and then XCOM 2 just came out at like the worst possible time for me, so I never really played XCOM 2. And, you know, probably never will. I did make a set of characters for it. A JFW roster for XCOM 2 was pretty hilarious. Do you know what? I did complete XCOM like 2 or 3 times. XCOM 1, like XCOM Enemy Unknown, not like the original. Oh, Le Double skulls are from a blockless block, and well, I think Diomed might get the score now. The big question is will this wolf stay out? Diomed might go for a surf as well, right? He can surf this ghoul probably. Yeah, he can surf the ghoul, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push him to there, then push him into there, then into there, and then out. Yeah, yep. So that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. No, no! Oh, shit. No offense, Diomed, but that was shit. Yeah, I think that was absolutely shit. I think you should have surfed the goal there. Or at least tried to. And it's for his standards, right? It's for his standards. If he was a random person, I wouldn't say it was shit. I would say, oh well, I think he could have made the. I think he. Maybe I guess he just didn't spot surfing that guy and stuff, or I didn't think of it, or whatever. But Diomed should, So for him, it was shit. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you've got to, that's the thing, right? Like, the funny thing is, isn't it? People won't remember Shola Amiobi, but please feel free to substitute whoever the worst player in the Premier League is right now. But I remember Shola Amiobi for Newcastle, and if you played with him in real life, he would be like a god, right? You know what I mean? Like, he'd be the best player you'd ever played football with. He would be like unstoppable. He would be like, it would actually just be like playing against God if he played against normal humans. But because he's in the Premier League, you're like, oh, he's shit, isn't he? And he's like, even the Premier League, like, he's still, he'd still be great in like the first division, wouldn't he? In second division and everything like that. Hello, Dimmy. Nile Ranger, yeah, he was garbage as well. Titus Bramble, oh my god, Titanium Bramble. Yeah, he was the worst player in the Premier League. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, oh, there's a blitz, yeah. Diomed is the Titus Bramble of the Bloodbowls. He's definitely not. I mean, at the time, Carlton Palmer wasn't playing, was he? He played for England as well, didn't he, Carlton Palmer? But, yeah, that's the mad thing, right? So it's like, that's the thing. So you've got to hold, you can't hold Titus Bramble to the level of people playing in Sunday League, can you? Do you know what I mean? Like, or Uni 5-a-side. You can't, you've got to hold him to Premier League standards, and then you would say he's not very good. And so, I think that's fair to say that was shit from Diomed, even though it would be kind of normal for other people. Well, hey. There you go. So that's a bad start there. And so Davo was actually up to 11. Wait, how has he got 13? Oh, because he killed the goal! It's because he killed the goal. He's got 13. So Davo's on 11, and Diomed is down to 10, and Davo has 2 Wolves now. So this is pickle adjacent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, of course he did. Like, it's so obvious that, like, do you know what I mean? There's levels, isn't there? And like, he's playing at the highest level, so it doesn't matter that he's the worst. Like, the worst player in basketball. How many's on it? I don't know how many are on the squad, or how many teams there are in basketball. But like, the worst player is still like in the top 100 or whatever, isn't he? Or top 200 in the world. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, of course he is. Of course he is. Fucking Bramble. Bramble was real bad. Oh my god, Bramble was so bad. I mean, the worst player in basketball is closer to LeBron than the average Joe is to, like, the worst player in college, right? Of But people just seem ignorant of that sort of thing. Like, they really... You know, there was a thing on the internet, and, like, really lots of people thought with a year of training they could go to the Olympics and stuff. Like, it's mad. Just Joe. Oh, my God. What a legend Just Joe was. I mean, technically anybody could make it in the WWE. I guess that is one one thing where literally anybody could make it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, animals. People think they could take it. The craziest part about that is like about only about 60 people thought they could beat a rat. How do you lose to a rat? That's 40% of people really lack self-confidence, don't they? They don't think they could just beat a rat. Oh man, flip me. But then, like, you know, 10% thought they could beat an elephant. I don't think there's any human who could make the elephant realise it was in a fight. Oh dear me. Oh, here we go, 2D from the wolf. Splinter, yeah. So he doesn't stand firm, so he's got to either give up a hit back or dodge off. He's not going to dodge off because he's only a zombie, so he's going to get a hit back here, Diomed, I would imagine. You don't want to dodge away from a zombie, do you? No, and he doesn't. Another full power. If this goes, okay, it would have been bad times for Diomed if that had gone. I mean, cats are only like twice as big. Like humans are how many times bigger than rats? Like 30 times bigger, or more, probably 50 times bigger. Maybe even more. Oh, there we go. Another one's gone. Jesus. This is really tough now, isn't it? Down to 9 players. The good thing is that he only technically needs the draw, right? So he could bang it in early. He could just vacate the premises here, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Davo's players are on this half of the pitch. And only 3 of Diomed's are. So he could just hightail it out of there and then swing through, punch through over 3 turns and try and get the 2-2 draw. Yes, yeah, the Americans were really super confident that they could, like, you know, fight bears and stuff. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, a benevolent dictatorship would be the best possible government, wouldn't it? The problem is, a benevolent dictatorship is not possible in reality. But theoretically, but it's just, it would, yeah, it's not. In reality, it would never be benevolent, would it? Man, these dice are amazing. They're like the D6 dice, the green and black. It's a shame that the block dice aren't so good with them, but the D6s are incredible. Yeah, so he is blitzing up this way, and I guess he's going to, like, get downfield with that. And then up there with this guy. And then, like, the ghoul could rush once. No, it doesn't have to rush, does it? Oh, he's handing off to the wolf. Okay, this is risky. Okay, so, I mean, the wolf gets into range now, which is good. So, like, the payoff is the wolf is just in range to score next turn. So, my play was go there and then punch it in 2 more turns. And I guess the danger of that is he gets back and stops you. Whereas this is higher risk, higher reward, right? Like, now he's just going to score next turn. And then it's 2-1, 2-2 at worst. And he's booked his place into the playoffs. And I don't think Diomed will be scared about, you know, playing Olivier Dulac rather than Bright. I don't think the seeding is going to matter really. Just getting to the playoffs is the important thing. In fact, he might be more worried about Undead than he is Wood Elves. Who knows? Because coaching, there's not a lot to split anybody, right? Whether it's... no matter who it is, the seedings actually don't matter that much. And like... it's all splitting hairs as to who you think the better coaches are, mostly. The pumpkin. It is a new cosmetic helmet. Muppet. So it helps you see who the players are. Right. His other ghoul. Oh, he's also got a pumpkin head. But you can see it's a ghoul rather than a zombie. Yeah, we all avoided the Imperial Nobility. I was really sad that Andre didn't take knobs. I wonder if the Wraith going to there would have been better, so that this zombie could have been there. I know, because then he could just 3+, couldn't he? But he could have been down there, and then that would have been a bit harder to have hit him with a wolf. Oh, he's rolled a 1. He's got in the way. He needs to touch this zombie and this ghoul. I feel like that was a mistake by Davo there, because the ghoul's going to get here whatever, right? Or maybe not. He'll double rush now. Okay, not a mistake. Very good, Muppet. Davo does not re-roll. So this guy is free. This is the big one. This one is free. So he could double rush, and then he can blitz the Wraith and hope he powers it on the first hit. Or he can 2D blitz the Flesh Golem, pow it, and then power this ghoul, and then like dodge 4-3 through. Ooh, God, that's rough. But he's got 3 rerolls, so it's not that rough, right? But it's still pretty rough. So the thing is, if he'd gone a bit slower, he would have had another player over there, right? Like this school would have been over there, and he'd have had the ball and a dodge player. But he wouldn't have been in scoring range, and he is in scoring range at least. He can't go, can he go back 1? No, he can't, because it's 10 away. So he can't go back 1. He can go laterally 1. But that doesn't really help him. Maybe the play is Ghoul blitz the Flesh Golem, 1, 2, 3, and then block him, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rush. I think that's the play. It's not good, is it? And because it's not good, he might decide against it, because you need to power the fleshy. You don't need to power the ghoul, at least. No, you do. You do kind of need to power the ghoul as well. Okay, so he's not blitzing that. He's doing the double rush. So is he doing the blitz where he has to power on the first hit to score? He is. He doesn't foul appearance, and he does power on the first hit. Fantastic play from Diomed. Just get perfect dice. There we go. Amazing. So that is almost certainly Diomed qualifying because he has the head-to-head versus Core. Yeah. So this is almost certainly he's going to finish second now. Almost certainly, because even if Davo scores, it's just still a draw, right? Go with regen. That is pretty funny. Do you know what? I won the Crown of Sand, and I got a really rubbish prize. It was when PC had just taken over, and he made all of the prizes rubbish, and I was so sad. I was so sad that other people had ridiculous OP prizes, and I just had a rubbish one. I get for the game it's better for people not to have OP prizes. Like, I get that it's better. When Art found out about the the major prizes, he was predictably disgusted. But I was really sad that I won a major and my prize was rubbish. Vicious ref. Just a stun. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, the dwarf ball and chain. To be fair, I've lost every game since I got the ball and chain. So it hasn't been that good a prize. I was thinking of just getting rid of it. Yeah, exactly, Muppet. I was in favour of the silly prizes, and I got the argument that it sucks that you just can't have had a skink on your dwarf team. Somebody got a skink on their dwarf team. How insane is that? Malmia got a gutter runner on his Nurgle team. If that isn't the most ridiculous thing ever, I don't know what is. Surprisingly enough, that team won more majors. I mean, he might do, and he might try to push for the win. The weird thing, it's just weird. These kind of situations are weird, right? When one side isn't playing for anything, because you don't even know what you should do morally, right? Because if this, if you had to win to qualify, you would push for the win, but it doesn't matter to you whether, whatever the thing is, right? Whether you lose 2-1 or 3-1 or draw 2-2 or win 3-2, none of it makes any difference. So do you just play for the draw for pride, which doesn't do anything to anybody? Do you push for the win? I really don't know what you should do at all in these situations. So if Diomed wins this game, he wins the group. So it does matter to the seedings whether it's a win for Diomed or not. But he's qualifying on a draw or a win, whatever happens. Hello, yeah, it was a hell of a game, yeah. I was hamming it up a bit when I said it was over, but only a little bit. Like, you know, it was almost certainly over, right? It was only the 36 that gave me a chance. And I did make him make a few, but not too many. So Andy is bottom of the table. Muppet. So I mean, you'd have to ask him if it matters to him, but as far as the table goes, no, he's on 1 point. 0 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. So, well, that's the thing, you know. Like, I just don't know. Yeah, but I mean, this is higher standard than tabletop, isn't it? You know, sorry, tabletoppers, you don't play every game versus people as good as Olivier Delac. Sorry. And this is quite the step up. And then there's also variants and stuff, isn't there? And hey, very good, Demento. There's a lot of variance in these formats. And, you know, somebody's got to finish bottom, and it's not crazy whether it's Davo or me or, you know, Diomed. It wouldn't be crazy at all for anybody to finish bottom. Yes, and that I wouldn't push too hard either. But also, I wouldn't know whether I should or not. You know, like, that would be the thing for me would be, I wouldn't know whether I should or not. Because if this was game 1, I'd be playing for the draw. So I think I'd play for what I'd be playing for if it was game 1. That's how I did think about this once before. I thought I should play as if it's game 1 and there's no other information. I'm just trying to get the most reasonable, best result I can get out of the game, which in this case would be a draw, right? Like, you're not going to get a win. If this was game 1 of the league, Davo would be trying to get a 2-2 draw, right? So I would do what I'd be going for anyway. Is what I'd do. I did think about it because I did rubbish one season, so I did have to think about what I'd do. Whereas Chud like just went for the win because he's like, might as well. I'm already out. So, and I thought, but you wouldn't have gone for the win earlier. So I thought that was a bit. Well, I mean, he might have done right because he shouldn't have, but that made me think. I wonder what the best way to do things is when the result doesn't actually matter to you. Interesting one. Davo's just going to go punching everything. But yeah, it's natural to be a bit deflated, isn't it? And not go all out for the win. Even if it's something you want to do, you just... Looks like he is going to sideline Cage here, though, eh? So he is playing for the win. He is playing for the win. I mean, he has made a bunch of removals, to be fair. Maybe he would be playing for the win if it was, you know, relevant. He's made all the dice rolls there, hasn't he? And yeah, he's made 3 Kaz and 2 KOs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players for... Oh yeah, I could have just counted them, couldn't I? I knew he had 13. So yeah, 8 players on the pitch is not good for Diomed, is it? So... But yeah, it is weird. That's why I didn't want to have too many games. Like, you know, if we had like groups of 8 and we played 7 games, and that's like more games that don't matter to people, and I feel like games that don't matter to people are just weird. It's not like, you know, fair on them obviously having to play a game that, you know, once they're out of contention, but then also, yeah, it's like, how do you play it? What do you do? It's all just a bit weird, isn't it? You allow double kill stack humans with a bribe and 4 guard. Jesus Christ. Nope, Le Double Skulls. So he does use a reroll there, Diomed. Which he could have used Pro, right? He could have used Pro there. And if it fails, so what, right? Like you've got 3 rerolls for your own drive. But obviously if it fails and your ghoul dies and your wolf surfs, that's pretty terrible. So I guess he did have to reroll it. He's going to dodge this wraith in it, jam it right in. Is the obvious play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reroll does go in. Reroll does. Surely just jam it right in. Maybe not. Maybe like tag the wolf. I guess you could tag the wolf like this, or there, or here, here. Maybe you just tag the wolf. Yeah. Maybe you don't jam it right in. Jamming it right in is like the obvious thing, but it's not necessarily correct, is it? So I like that he only went 3 and then thought about it. He has got a minute of time bank, and just puts it there. Okay, I don't like that. I think basing the wolf at least was better, but. No, maybe not. No, maybe that's better. Okay, errata. But this is just a 3+ dodge. I think maybe his back one is better, right? If you're not going to base, then back one is better. So you're here. Because at the moment, this is just blitz this guy and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rush, right? Whereas if he's back one, it would have been blitz him and then it would have been a 4-3 through there instead of just a 3. In fact, it's just a 3+ through to score. I think he'll be doing that. He'll be gutted that he can't surf, but surely it's just like flesh golem blitz, and then 3+, 2+ to score. Oh, reroll gone. Weird from Diomed actually to use a reroll on like getting nowhere, right? Like didn't change the play at all. He could have been here. And he would have at least added a 4+ dodge, but he didn't do anything, that Wraith. Really weird. I mean, maybe it encouraged Davo to go for the score, but I think he was going for the score anyway. Or maybe no, I think 1 square back had to be. Maybe it like stopped him blitzing with a wolf or something, standing there. Maybe it was better than nothing, but it could have been in a better square, I think. Okay, so only 1 comes back, so he's got 9 players, Diomed, and it's not over. Davo is going for the win, and he's got 2 wolves to make it happen. 2 wolves to bother the backfield. 9 players with only 1 reroll apiece. ODL check. No players in the end zones. Classic ODL check. This is tricky, isn't it? He does not want that wolf exposed how it is. But he's got so few players, he doesn't have too much choice. He could put the fleshies on the line, but then he doesn't want to make blockless blocks. You only want reroll. I wonder if the pro will come into play with only 1 reroll. Ooh, quick snap. Can put the wolf forward for a follow-up block, can't he, if he wants? Nope, brings it back. Protect. I mean, still chances are we should be able to hold out for the 2-2. At least. Could even get the third. Blitzes with a Wraith. I like the Wraith Blitz, but with that in mind, like, you know, like the idea of the Wraith Blitz is it's safe. You get to move him, what, probably over here. If you're going to do that, you should have moved these two first, right? Because they ain't staying there. So those two should have moved first. And they still should have moved, because he hasn't moved them before the pickup. Oh my god, did he get pro? No, he used the reroll. Oh my god. Oh, he's moving them back. Wow, okay. Oh, okay, well, errata. He was right to not move them if this was his plan. I don't think this should have been his plan, because I think, like, punching through, you know, like, having an escape route with punching through is better, right, than backing up. Wow. Didn't use pro either. Could have used pro on that rather than using a team reroll. But this pro could be a lifesaver for him now. Now he's out of rerolls. It'd be funny if it was. And there's the 1 in 9. Comedy mega. I mean, this is the problem here is it's just inviting Davo on him, isn't it? Which, I mean, that's what he wants. So I don't think that's a good thing to do. It is only 2 more turns he's got to stay alive for, I guess, but still, poor. It's a bit rowdy. Poor. End the turn, for fuck's sake! End the fucking turn, man! Yeah, I should maybe get rid of that one. Non-toxic Jim should get rid of that, I guess.
I am here.
That's the best one. I am here. What? Oh my god, that's incredible. So now I think he just he's not moving, he's moving back again. Wow. And then into the corner on turn 16, I guess, right? The classic corner. Yeah, I should play all those sound effects and get rid of the worst ones. Oh, you fucking bellend! Well, like that one, I guess. Oh dear. Sad cooldown, yeah. You know, what can I say? This was a choice. This was a choice by Diomed, wasn't it? I think it's not necessarily wrong. I was flipping rowdy. You can get a wraith scoring threat up now. If you want to be part of Team Positive, then you've got to fucking suck it up. Stop bitching like a little baby and try and fucking play better, eh? Hey? Wraith scoring threat, let's go! Okay, that's quite a nice square, isn't it? And he's dodged the other one. Okay, I mean, maybe this is good now, actually. This looks quite good now, doesn't it? I mean, he is pretty good. Like, I'm not having a go at him, but it just seemed like it was a bit... seemed too negative to me. I was not a fan of this running away. But then I guess it's positive in a way, because he's got trust in his ability to get away with it, hasn't he? But I don't think I would have been confident in getting away with it if it had been me.
I dream of potatoes.
Oh, there's a knockdown and another removal. Classic Davo. 4 cards because of the regen. Well, I mean, this looks masterful by Diomed now, doesn't it? There's basically hardly any threat from Davo. Vast reroll on trying to get rid of this, and he gets a brutal sidestep here. I wasn't expecting that sidestep, but he sidesteps to there. Is that a misclick? That seems a weird sidestep. I don't understand. Maybe he was thinking of something. Like, that's the thing, you don't know what people are thinking of, do you, when they think of things. But like, oh, here we go. I guess he's thinking he's taking out the wolf. He can't block him with the wolf. I don't know. So Davo's got quite a lot in. But, you know, so it was a good turn from Davo to get this pressure, but he's got the he's got two fleshies holding the screen, and then he can have the corner cage as well, can't he? So he probably doesn't even hit, right? Just makes the corner cage and then like does something with this wraith that I would have had here. Here is where I'd have had my wraith, and then it would just been a dodge blitz. He does block first. Blockless block and a sidestepper.
I am here.
Maybe he's gonna run up and hand it off to the wraith. No, he's gonna blitz this wraith and then X cage.
I'll have to find out more about these boobies.
I've never seen a wraith hand up I wouldn't take, honestly. Man, all of the Elliot sound effects are great, aren't they?
Imagine being so fucking obsessed with rats that you're about to go on a holiday and you can't even fucking qualify with the team. You just decide to play more fucking rats. What the fuck? Why the fuck would anyone play that much fucking rats? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it's so good. So it doesn't make next cage, but this is really good, isn't it, actually? Oh, woof. That was so good as well, holy moly. Oh! And the glasses hitting the table as he was ranting about Press and Knuffle. That doesn't benefit me. That could be actively bad for me. Oh, it was great. Oh, he's gone for the wolf. The wolf surf, dodging and surf. Okay, I like that. But he doesn't get it, and that is it. A 2-2 draw. A Desmond for Diomed, and that means that he qualifies in second place to Wenteros. Core loses out on head-to-head between himself and Diomed, which he would have also lost on touchdown difference as well, but he loses on head-to-head versus Diomed. That is the number one tiebreaker, because I think head-to-head is better. It really sucks to lose somebody who you beat because he beat the other people better than you did. Like, I think that's bullshit, honestly. So I like head-to-head as the primary tiebreaker. And Diomed beat K-Fog, the only game K-Fog lost, so can't really have too many complaints about that, right? So there you go. Wenteros wins the group. Diomed second from Group B, and then Group A we have Olivier Dulac wins the group in a 3-way 6-point tie. I am bottom of that because I've got the least wins, which I don't actually think is a great tiebreaker, but there you go. We all drew against each other, so there was no head-to-head. And then Bright has a +2 touchdown difference, and Andrew only has +1. So there you go. Bright goes through in second place. So Olivier Dulac with Wood Elves, Bright with Undead, Wenteros with Wood Elves, and Diomed with Necromantic. Congratulations, Diomed, getting through there. Commiserations, K-Fog, who didn't qualify because of that result. Well done, Davo, playing it playing it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.